I am so excited for this video because I was somebody that I used to live in my mind, and the stories that I would tell myself and that I would create from God knows where were horrible. They were keeping me from my goals and being happy. And if you're new to personal development and you have no idea what I'm talking about that little voice in the back of your head. That little voice that's doubting you, that's always telling you that you're not enough, that's always telling you to just keep your head down and be normal. I'm talking about that voice. That negative thought that you're having can be changed. You don't have to live in your mind anymore, and you can change that voice and you can become the voice in your mind. I'm not mad at my mind because I understand finally how it works. Perception of life. I literally choose every day, even my smallest decision, I always choose growth and I choose happiness and positivity. Now, when I think of perception of life, there's only two ways that I can view this. It's either negative or positive. Everybody always talks about either seeing the glass half empty or half full. In my mind, the way I think about it is the water is not going to change, right? So I have two choices. Either I'm going to look at this cup as it's half empty, and that's the way I'm going to view the whole world. Everything is half empty. Nothing is enough. Nothing is for me. Or I can view every single cup as half full. That is how I would view everything in my life, as half full. I'm almost there. I have an abundance of fill in the blank. Your perception of life, you literally just have two decisions. Either it's gonna be positive or it's gonna be negative. And once you literally ask yourself that question, now you become responsible in either living a happy life or an unhappy life. And I don't know about you, but I will never choose unhappy again. Easier to be unhappy, to complain, to play the victim. It's always gonna be easier because it's always somebody else's fault. See how that works? It's always somebody else's fault, not me, okay? The world is horrible. I can't fix the world. That's why I'm unhappy. Instead of looking at it in a positive view, because once I realized that I was in charge of the perception of my life is going to continue to happen. I'm going to live these 24 hours regardless. So I can either choose to be unhappy all 24 hours. I can be unhappy for a day. I can let it become a mood and be unhappy for a week. I can have it become the mode for months. I didn't know any better then, right? When you become responsible, you start doing things differently, you know? I accepted the fact that I don't have it all together. I accepted the fact that I'm learning every day, and I committed to growth. And changing the perception of your life, you need to commit to growth every day, because that way anything that happens to you, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's big or small, you're going to decide to grow from every single experience, period. And when you make that decision, everything in your life is gonna start clicking, okay? Because everything is connected. All right, so when you think positively and when you think that I'm going to learn from every situation, you start to be happier because now you're unbothered. You're in a state where you can't be bothered because it doesn't matter if someone's rude to you, okay? If you don't get what you want, if you don't get immediate satisfaction, you're just gonna learn and get better. So you're never going to be stressed. You're never gonna be in a bad mood. Okay, you're gonna eliminate negative thoughts altogether, okay, because you are training your mind and you are training yourself that whatever happens, if I can't change it, if I can't control it, I'm definitely gonna learn from it, and it's only gonna make me better. So I want to let you know what you're doing. You're being the creator of your life. You're choosing happiness, and you're understanding that no matter what comes in front of you, you're only going to get better because of it. If you had negative people in your life, they're going to either start drifting away on their own because maybe they're not ready for someone like you, or maybe they're too negative that now they don't have anything in common with you because you just don't gossip. And you're going to attract people that are on the same wavelength as you. You're going to attract people in your life that are bettering themselves too, that are growing every day, that want the best for themselves, that are choosing happiness. Once you start attracting new people, right? Maybe you start networking. And maybe you start seeing different opportunities that you were blocking before because of your negative thinking. You get what I'm saying? When I started to be positive, I attracted so many positive people my way. It was the best thing. It was something that I needed, that I always wanted. And then when I started attracting people, I started attracting opportunities that I didn't even think that were for me ever. Once I started attracting more opportunities for myself, then you start to love yourself, gain confidence, and then your mind starts opening up to greatness, allowing great things to happen to you. Because honestly, everything's connected. Your thoughts, your emotions, the outer world, everything is a perception on how you view the world. We all have the same 24 hours. And the great thing is that when you have a bad day, you have another day to make up for it. You can be sad for 3 days and then the 4th day, be happy. You need to retrain your mind daily. When I tell you daily, 1% every day, so that you can change the perception of your life and make it permanent. I'll tell you why. Your brain, your mind, it stores memories. And those memories that are stored up there are your mind's reality. So it's like building a habit. If every day you wake up and you don't work out, and then you start working out one day and maybe you work out the second day, that's not enough to change the reality in your mind of the last 10 years you didn't work out. So our responsibility is to change the reality, change the memories that are stored up here to new realities. So how do we do that? Listening to positivity every day with an audiobook, with an interview, with meditation. Daily, committing to daily growth is gonna do it for you. Recently, I have really embraced the power of repetition. Every morning, I make sure that I listen to something that's gonna motivate me, that's going to teach me something, and that's going to help me be happy before I start my day. Because you need to be on this goal daily. This is not just a goal that you're gonna check off of your list and move on to the next goal. This is your life, okay? This is your life. I can't even stress that enough. Like, in the end of the day, when I'm 100 years old, when I'm old and gray, and I look back in my life, I'm going to make sure that I did everything possible to be happy. Because the last thing, I promise you, that you want to do is look back and regret a lot of things and wish you've done more. Because you now have more tools than you had before this video. You now know more. I'm literally telling you what to do, okay, to be happy. I realized that nobody knows what they're doing, okay? Nobody knows. I don't care if you're 70, if you're 60, like no one's been. There's only one present moment, and we're all living in the present moment. So nobody knows what the future is going to bring. We're all learning, okay? So by you just simply having a perception of life that's clear, that's positive, and always choosing to get better, that doesn't really leave a lot of room for bad things. What helps me stay committed to positivity is knowing and understanding that even 1% every day is good enough than doing nothing. And I learned that from Atomic Habits. And ever since I learned that if I could just do one thing that's positive, it's gonna help the next day, I've never looked back. Whenever I feel that I'm being negative, I always ask myself, if I knew the rules of every single game, if I had the cheat code to anything I ever wanted, would I use it? Or would I just lose all the time? Like, would I just lose just to lose? Like, why would I choose not? Why would I choose not to be it? Like, I'm literally trying to put this sentence together because it just doesn't make sense. If after listening to this video, you're slowly realizing that maybe there are changes that you can make to your life, that you can start seeing the better in things, then I am so excited for your journey. The great part about it is that you can start your journey right now. Right after this video, you can choose positivity every single day. Start right now. I am somebody that I always practice what I preach, and if I give advice, you best believe that I am doing it on a daily. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, go ahead and let's be friends. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Do that notification boo. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one.